Once upon a time, in a peaceful kingdom surrounded by forests and rivers, a long-awaited baby girl was born to a kind and noble king and queen. They named her Aurora. Her parents were overjoyed, and to celebrate her birth, they invited all the fairies of the land to a grand celebration at the palace. The fairies arrived in a whirl of glitter and magic, each bringing a special gift for the baby princess. "I give her the gift of beauty," said one fairy. "And I give her the gift of a sweet and gentle heart," said another. "She shall be graceful and loved by all," added a third. Just as the last fairy stepped forward to give her gift, a cold wind blew through the hall. A tall, dark figure entered. It was the wicked fairy who had not been invited. With a sharp voice, she cried, "How dare you forget me? I too have a gift." Raising her staff, she cast a terrible curse. "Before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, the princess shall prick her finger on a spinning wheel and die." Gasps filled the hall. The queen clutched her baby, and the king stood frozen in shock. But then, the last fairy stepped forward gently. "I cannot undo the curse," she said softly, "but I can soften it. Instead of death, the princess will fall into a deep sleep for 100 years, and only true love's kiss can awaken her." The king ordered every spinning wheel in the kingdom to be burned. Aurora was sent to live in hiding with 3 kind fairies in a cozy cottage in the forest. They raised her as their own, calling her Briar Rose, and she grew up to be beautiful, graceful, and kind. Animals followed her, birds sang for her, and she brought joy wherever she went. But she didn't know she was a princess, or that a curse waited for her. On her 16th birthday, curious and cheerful, Aurora wandered through the forest and found a hidden stairway and an old tower. There, spinning in the shadows, stood a strange old woman. The spinning wheel turned slowly. "Come, child," the woman said sweetly. "Would you like to try?" Aurora reached out, touched the spindle, and fell to the ground, fast asleep. Back at the cottage, the fairies felt the curse fall. They rushed to the castle with the sleeping princess, and the king and queen, heartbroken, laid her gently in the highest tower. The good fairies, to protect her secret, cast a sleeping spell on the entire castle and its grounds. Time stood still. Vines grew thick. The forest swallowed the palace in silence. Years turned into decades. Decades into a century. Then, one day, a brave young prince, hearing tales of the sleeping kingdom, ventured into the thick forest. With sword in hand and courage in his heart, he fought his way through the brambles and found the quiet, enchanted castle. He followed the stillness until he reached the tower. And there, sleeping in perfect peace, lay the princess. Her face was gentle. Her golden hair shimmered in the sunlight. Without hesitation, the prince leaned down and kissed her softly. Suddenly, magic sparkled in the air. Aurora's eyes fluttered open. The curse was broken. The entire castle awakened. The king, queen, servants, and animals. Joy rang through the halls as bells chimed and voices cheered. Aurora, now reunited with her family, stood beside the prince who had broken the spell. Their hearts had found each other across time. Soon they were married in a grand celebration, and the kingdom rejoiced. And they lived happily ever after. Moral of the story: patience and goodness are rewarded over time. Even when things seem lost, kindness and love will always find their way back.